UFC 248. It's going to go down in history as one of the best and one of the worst UFCs. The strawweight title fight between Joanna Jedrzejczyk and Zhang Weili was absolutely amazing. And then we saw a horrible fight. Anderson Silva. Anderson would be horrified at what was called and what was once said to be the next Anderson Silva, Israel Adesanya. But let's forget about that and let's talk about this awesome strawweight affair between Joanna Jedrzejczyk and Zhang Weili. Before the fight, Weili was not hesitant to tell the public that Joanna Jedrzejczyk had plastic surgery. She put implants in her body, and she looked a lot different. Joanna Jedrzejczyk had a different persona going into this fight. She seemed mentally and physically much different. Would that have any effect in the fight? Round one, we saw Joanna Jedrzejczyk and Zhang Weili striking. It was a really tough first round, but both women did well. At the end of the first round, Zhang Weili was hit by a late blow by Joanna Jedrzejczyk. We began to start seeing that Zhang Weili had the more powerful shots, and she was able to hit Joanna Jedrzejczyk in a way that Joanna Jedrzejczyk wasn't used to being hit. Joanna is used to coming out first and tearing her opponents apart with vicious elbows, nasty knees. She utilized her Muay Thai in this fight, but at this point, we began to see that Weili was beginning to win the fight. At about the 2-minute mark in the second round, she cracked Joanna, and she had Joanna Jedrzejczyk on the floor. It was the first time we saw a takedown in the fight. It was turning out to be a really great fight, and we couldn't wait for what was going to happen next. Zhang Weili's coach saw what happened. She was headbutted by Joanna Jedrzejczyk as she was coming in, and it was a nasty headbutt. She had a mouse under her eye starting, and she was carried back to her corner. She had never faced anybody like Joanna Jedrzejczyk. She'd never faced such an amazing striker, the greatest strawweight UFC champion of all time. She was in for it, and her corner knew it. Round 3 was about to begin. Round 3 is the round where it happens. The first 2 minutes of the round, I began to realize that both women were ready to stand in front of each other and continuously trade. They were not backing off. We were seeing monstrous power shots, and it was adding up. Something was going to happen. Weili began to get takedowns on Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Joanna has great takedown defense. She got up real quickly, but she was getting beaten up. And with a minute left, we saw a hematoma begin to emerge on Joanna. It was this right hand thrown by Weili in the third round that blasted Joanna Jedrzejczyk and made her head swell. Weili had overcome being headbutted and landed a shot that was way more powerful than the headbutt. Championship rounds were beginning. The fourth round was beginning to start, and Joanna Jedrzejczyk was doing well in the fight, but she was carrying a serious swelling on her head. She might want to finish the fight at this point. Her head is swelling back. She fought a great fourth round. She won the round on Eric's card. But the damage was bad. And in that corner, we're checking the swelling. You got to ask yourself, should this have been stopped? I think it should have been stopped after watching numerous Joanna Jedrzejczyk fights. It reminded me of the swelling from UFC 211, but it was worse. Joanna had begun to look like Megamind. And although the fight was close, Joanna did not slow down. It's a fight you need to watch. You need to check out Fight Pass. And this is a Hall of Fame fight. This is the greatest strawweight fight of all time. And it's going to become a classic. It already is. This was great. It was so close. And the judges really did a great job here. I love this fight. And I really hope Joanna Jedrzejczyk is okay.